Hello and welcome to this live. I'm really happy to be here with you. I'm Caroline Gilly and I help entrepreneurs grow their business online without prospecting. That is to say that we will use tools and strategies that will allow you to attract a targeted audience so that you can then convert them into customers. You can actually do this with different tools like your content and then systems that you can set up for your business. So today we're going to talk all about email sequences. So first, what is an email sequence? You may have already heard about it if you are already in the process of growing your audience and making sales through email marketing. For those of you who don't know, don't worry, you can't be a specialist in everything. It's completely normal. In general, I would say that when you have a business, you are really focused on your projects and you can't be a marketing specialist at the same time. And that's why it's my pleasure to share this with you on a regular basis. If you already use an email sequence, tell me in the comments. And likewise, if you are planning to use one or if you have thought about it, but the idea of creating one scares you a little bit, let me know in the comments. So here we go. What is an email sequence or sales sequence? The two terms are often used. Well, it's simply a series of emails that will be sent automatically to your list of prospects. You've built your email list through a variety of methods, whether it's offering to download a freebie in exchange for the person's email, or it's doing a webinar or offering different tools to download. So your email list is growing. Now you will have to communicate with your list in order to guide your prospect through the buying journey. And of course, as an entrepreneur, we really trust the product or the service we offer. And we would like people to see this value immediately and make a purchase immediately. But it just doesn't happen that way. This is where the email sequence will come into play. These emails will allow you to develop a relationship with your list, to highlight the fact that you have what your prospect need and to build trust. So you should know that there are different steps to follow throughout this sequence in order to favor the relationship with your prospects and not to make a forced sale or spam them. With what I have just shared, I'm sure you already see the importance of email sequences. But as an entrepreneur, it is all the more important since we are often on our own to manage the different activities for our company. And another benefit of an email sequence is going to be that you can automatically and permanently stay in your prospects' minds and be the person that they think of when they're ready to make a purchase. If you have to follow up with each prospect individually, it quickly becomes unmanageable and your results will be limited. There are only 24 hours in a day and you can't follow up with a lot of people. And then the organization would be just huge. But rest assured, the email sequence will allow you to follow up on a large scale while remaining personalized. The follow-up will be automatic and you will be able to analyze the results and increase them thanks to the data that you will have through the email sequence. You will be able to see what works, what doesn't, and always optimize your actions to grow your business. Another important point is that you will be able to focus on constantly adding new leads and having regular sales rather than having to follow up to make a sale. If you're following up, you can't just constantly add new leads because your time is limited. You need to divide your business between increasing leads and following up. But with an automated follow-up, like an email sequence, you will be able to focus on adding new leads all the time. Sales will become automatic and you will also be able to focus more on the satisfaction and success of your existing customers. Now let's see together other advantages of an email sequence. I kind of already talked about it, but you will see. The first one is that it allows you to increase the number of sales and the conversion rate of your prospect into customers, since it will be done automatically. The second one, it will allow you to retain your customer. Because An email sequence is made to transform your prospect into customers, but you can also create one so that your customers remain faithful to what you offer. So let's say you're selling online courses. You can absolutely create an email sequence that will allow you to stay close to your customers and ensure that they are progressing on your course. So to give you an example, you could absolutely send an email once a week to keep your students going and find out where they are in the training. You could also give them advice on a specific module and guide them step by step throughout the training. It's a way to make sure they are really going to take action and get results. This will make more customers happy with what you offer, and they will stay loyal to whatever you may offer in the future. So the third point, we saw it a bit already too. An email sequence allows you to automate your sales. Okay, but imagine if you could just focus on providing great service, making sure your customers succeed thanks to you, and they send you referrals. Having a customer base that is really happy to work with you. Wouldn't that be ultimately the best way to grow a business? Personally, that's how I see it. When I'm working, what I have in mind most of the time is how to ensure that my clients succeed thanks to what I offer. While the email sequence will allow you to focus on that and therefore offer a higher quality service. Now, let's see in a few steps how to set up an email sequence. I'm going to go through it pretty quickly here, so as not to take too long, but really give you some basic ideas, a basic outline for setting up an email sequence. If you want to have all the details, you can go to the blog post with the link provided in the description. So here we go. To set up an email sequence, the first part will consist of segmenting your email list. You may currently have both your customers and prospects on your list. You may also have different projects, and therefore prospects must be well targeted regarding the project they are interested in. It will be important to know who you send your sequence to. If you're just starting out, having two segments is really enough. It's about having customers on one side and prospects on the other side. If you have a single project, you will create your sequence with your segment of prospects. So now take a moment, think carefully about who you want to send your sequence to and what the goal of your sequence is. Once you have clearly defined this, you will have to create targeted content. It means guiding your prospects step by step through a whole journey to your goal. So targeted content is generally going to be about building trust, putting forward the fact that you really are an authority in your field and that they can trust you. That if they need to solve their problem, you are the go-to person. So clearly define their problem and how you can help them. Show them that when they implement what you advise, it works. Now, the third point is very important. It will be a matter of optimizing the open rate and click rate. So when we talk about targeted content, it's about the content of your email. But in order for people to open your email, it is very important to have a good, strong, solid subject line. So work on it very well. And the last step will obviously be, as with every action you put in place for your business, to follow up and analyze the results so that you can constantly optimize until you have a sequence that works. You can then use this pattern on your next project, for example. So here it is. You have the steps to take your email sequence and start building it. So today we saw what an email sequence is, how important the sequence is to you as an entrepreneur, and how to set it up. Really, it is a tool that is crucial if you want to grow your business online. And once again, you can visit the link in the description for the whole article and to learn all the details. I hope you got value from this live. If you have any question, let me know in the comments and I'll be very happy to answer. I'll see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. EST to talk about the tools you need to build your sequence. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow.